Hello, everyone. This is Brandon, and this is the BBL After Trivia podcast, and I'm here with the beautiful Bree.
Hey, friends.
This is our recording that we're doing. This is a little bit behind the scenes stuff, but we're doing this on Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, gotta love Friday the 13th. It's not been a bad one for me. How about you, Bree?
No, I took off work and did a bunch of cleaning and stuff, and it actually was very productive. I was like, what's wrong with me? I'm enjoying the fact that I'm cleaning. Ugh. But
I know.
I mean, it's one of those things where usually the reason that I avoid it is because if I start cleaning, I will do this and I will clean, scrub. Everything is, So it just gets excessive. And so I'm doing it all the time. And I'm like, okay, well, I need 3 hours to do what I want to do. And then only have a little bit. So, I mean, since I didn't have work, it was great.
Right. Well, and then of course, you're hosting Friends Misgiving, or at least that's what I've been calling it, is Friends Misgiving, even though it's really just Friends Miss since it's already past Thanksgiving.
Right.
So, I totally understand. So, but it was a good day for you to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. So, and for me, it was just a slow day at work. Yeah. Literally, I had one project, quote unquote, to do, but the person that is in charge of that project was not really communicating with me. So because of that, I couldn't do my job, but it's not like I didn't try making the effort. So there's that.
Yeah. Got to get those receipts that you tried.
Exactly. So, but before we get too far, Bree, what does BBL stand for this episode?
So it is going to stand for Big Brain League.
Big Brain League.
Yeah.
And is there a reason behind this?
No, not really. The only thing I was like BB, so big brain. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like with all the Pokemon stuff, and then I was looking at sports leagues earlier, league was just in my head. So
I mean, okay, that makes sense. Because we're going to be getting into some Pokemon stuff, because we don't know exactly how our trivia is going to be going on for the next few weeks, because it's going to be Christmas and the New Year's and all that. So the trivia show that we just had with Rhino, we're going to save for our first episode of the new year.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, just because we aren't too sure, so we're going to save that just so that way we at least have something.
Yeah. So. We don't want to give all of our information away.
No.
Keep some surprises.
Exactly. And
hopefully we remember it enough to talk about it.
I don't know. I think I've got good enough notes.
Yeah.
No, so I don't know. There's that. Which, by the way, speaking of notes, kind of surprise to you, Miss Bree, that the trivia notes page that I was talking to you about, I thought I had a thunk about what if we made it for us but also for people listening. That if we made ones what we use, and then also potentially trivia games that are 10 rounds instead of 6.
Okay. That
we made it available for other people, and that if they wanted one, they could just buy it from us.
Yeah, I mean, it would be worth a shot to see if anybody would be interested.
Right. Yeah. So if you're interested, please let us know, because it's not going to be something very hard for us to be able to produce. So we can actually potentially, we're going to have to look into this.
Asterisk. Yeah. This is a this is a brainstorming, thunk situation.
This is just a thunk. So nothing nothing in stone quite yet, or nothing on paper. Let us know if you'd be interested, because I mean, everybody's got to have notes just so that way they can keep up, and just in case there's a disputation, because you never know.
Yeah,
you just never know. So, but like I said, because we've already talked about how we can make it work for our trivia shows for 6 rounds, and then I remembered there are some that are 10 rounds, but I don't know if they're always 10 questions or if they're shorter.
I mean, if the space is there, great. If it's not, then multiple pages.
Right. So I mean, it can be done. It can be done, because we found a way to where we can make it 6 rounds and point results all on one page, front and back.
Yeah.
So we know how to make it work for that. For the 10 rounds, it might be a little harder. It might end up being one where we just like do front and back for 5 rounds, point results, and general notes. I don't know.
We shall continue to brainstorm.
Exactly. Once we have this like more confirmed, we'll definitely let y'all know. We'll definitely let y'all know, and a link where you can like reserve or order, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So, but again, that's for future.
We have bright ideas.
Yes. So, but along with doing like our last trivia game on the next episode that we're going to be recording.
Yeah.
We are going to be checking in on Miss Bree's Pokemon progress through her Pokemon challenge that
dun, dun,
the game was chosen by Rhino. So
he's mean.
He is. Now, I'm going to be slightly nice because you've actually had more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, but we're only going to count this as 2 weeks milestone.
Okay.
So, for the 2 weeks milestone, you were supposed to like do what?
So I was supposed to get the Boulder Badge and through Mount Moon
on week 1.
Oh, okay.
So you were supposed to, you're supposed to have that done by week 1.
I'm still struggle busing.
And then at the end of week 2, you were supposed to have the Cascade Badge, which is beating the second gym. And I don't remember what the other milestone was.
And I left,
or the other part of that.
I left my little cheat sheet note card.
No, it's all good. I've got it here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the week 2 one was the Cascade Badge, which is the second badge, Nugget Bridge, which you'll know which one that is, and then Bill's House, which is on the opposite side of Nugget Bridge.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you're supposed to have that done by the end of week 2. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Where are
alert.
you?
I'm sorry.
Where are you?
I'm in Pewter City trying to beat the first gym. So,
which we've already talked a bit about before the podcast, but tell us some things that you've learned.
So I have learned that you can only have 4 moves. So I had to give up a move the other day for like Pikachu. Yeah,
I think it was Quick Attack that you were asking me about that I totally responded to.
Yeah, definitely. I was like, I don't want to wait. I'm just going to sit here and make a decision. So I got rid of Growl. I was like, this doesn't seem to do anything, so we'll just leave it alone.
Yeah, actually it does.
Okay.
Yes. Well. So, but it's not something that I don't think you would notice this early in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. Because what Growl does is it will lower the physical attack of your opponent, of your target. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, Pikachu's defenses aren't the best. So it may be a better move on something else.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So. Yeah. Let's see.
Yes, it's something else that you learn. Yes.
Stay away from the grassy areas if you don't want to get in a fight. However,
there's grass everywhere.
Yeah. Well, there's that, but like there are little paths around the grass that I was taking because I was like, I'm so tired of fighting wild Pokemon, and then it was like, I think that's part of my problem now is that I don't have enough like level/strength to defeat the first gym. So that's my logic right now is that I didn't fight them enough to get experience points to level them up. So I did try.
What are your Pokemon currently at? Like, can I see?
Yeah. So hold on. Resume. How did I there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's your thing. So I guess I didn't have to put it back in the game, but,
okay, so you're making progress. Right now you've got a level 12 Pikachu, a level 6 Rattata and Caterpie, a level 4 Pidgey, and then a level 7 Mankey and a level 8 Nidoran male.
Yeah, and so both of those got leveled up today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and the Mankey and the Nidoran male are the 2 that I told you to catch, and it'll really help out with Brock.
Yeah.
And then
I also have a Metapod or something.
Metapod?
Yeah, I caught that one today too.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know why it's not showing on there. I can't scroll.
Oh. Here's something else.
Oh, can I only have 6?
You can only have 6.
Okay.
All your others go to your PC.
Okay.
When you check your PC, you need to go to someone's PC.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to be able to see all your other Pokemon.
Okay, that explains the little note that popped up earlier. So, okay.
Yeah.
It was like this one was sent to someone's PC, and I was like,
exactly.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
So, you're going to see like 20 different boxes whenever you go into that. It's automatically going to be set to box 1 or where Pokemon are sent.
Okay.
Each box can only store up to 20 Pokemon.
Okay.
So you can catch up to like 406.
Woo! Gotta catch them all.
Don't fill them up. Please don't.
Dang it.
I know. But it will, whenever you're trying to go from like one box to another box, it will make you save your game.
Okay.
So just letting you know on that. So.
That's good. I also learned that I need to save it regularly.
Yes.
Because, I had played it for like 30 minutes or something one night. Like the first time I had made some progress and it had an issue and the game kicked me out and it didn't save anything. So I had to start over and I got a little mad at that and didn't play it for a couple days because I was like, no.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. But save often.
Yes. So I've been doing that more.
I will tell you this. If it is one of the static encounters, which you'll know if it's a static encounter because you will see it in like the overworld, not like randomly encounter it in the grass.
Oh, okay.
Save before doing that.
Okay.
Because then if it's one of those things that you accidentally kill it, you can restart your game. It'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So there's...
Like I did earlier with the No, that's a random one. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a random. Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I accidentally killed the female version of that other one that I can't pronounce.
Nidoran?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It's weird that you can't say Nidoran.
My brain does not like the vowels. Like it keeps wanting to put the emphasis on different ones and then add letters. So
I mean, it's also something that you're not accustomed to, so it's understandable. But no, Nidoran female, like just a random encounter. So it's not like a set limit. So you're all good. You're all good. Okay, so what is something else that you learned? You were telling me about the ground type, something that you learned about the ground type.
So the electric type, which was Pikachu, cannot, like the electric attacks don't really work on the ground type.
No.
Or don't work at all. Never mind. Not don't really work. They don't work at all.
Correct.
So yeah, I think, so I read the note when it popped up. It was like, I think it's on a sign or something. It was like, hey, your electric types won't work. Or maybe I was talking to somebody.
You might have been talking to the person that says, yo, champ in the making. Something like
they're never that nice to me.
No, it's always the guy at the big, like at the very front by the statues.
But he doesn't call me a champ in the making. I don't think so.
You might need to double check that because like
I can go.
That's like the thing for for every gym and generation.
Let's see, I can get in there pretty quick. But yeah, so the electric doesn't work, and then
she's playing and thinking at the same time, so
it's not great. This is a note about Mount Moon. Thieves have been over there. Go talk to this person. Yeah, you're a trainer, right? Brock's looking for new challengers. Follow me. And then he'll take me over there. So I'm just going to let that run.
Instead of knowing where the gym is, you're just like, I'm going to let this person take me.
Well, then I'd have to push the buttons less.
Oh my
gosh. Let's see the sign outside. And then you also can't move while they're walking away from you.
Nope.
I was like, what the heck? That's not nice.
That's in every game.
Yeah.
Every game.
And then go into the gym.
Into the gym.
Nope, not that one. Nope, that is the right one. There's 3 people in here.
No, talk to the one by the statues.
Okay.
Like by the statues at the very front.
He's got glasses on.
Yes.
Hiya, I can tell you have what it takes to become a Pokemon champ. I'm no trainer, but I can tell you how to win. Let me take you to the top.
I'm going to have to look to see when they start saying champ in the making.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Oh, I've had this is a new conversation because I told him, no, don't take me up there. And he's like, oh, you can do it. And it says the first Pokemon out in a match is at the top of the Pokemon list. By changing the order of Pokemon matches could be made easier. But I can just go in and change them anyway without...
Basically, he's saying that, like, you can, before the battle, you can go into your Pokemon list and, like, switch the order around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can change it, like, when the battle's in there, but, like, before I play anything.
Before the battle. You cannot do it during the battle. Like, so whoever, like, whenever you start the battle, like, whoever's on the top of that list is going to be sent out first.
Right. They're sent out first, but I can call them back.
Right.
Without them having fainted or anything.
Is that the person that you talked to?
No, I moved around. That's the second one.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, it's like, that's not the person I was talking about. Okay.
I told you he had glasses. That one doesn't have glasses.
Right.
He's down at the bottom is the one you were talking about.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, no, I don't remember where I saw that about the electric thing. I also learned how to catch Pokemon. I did not know that at first. Obviously, because I had never played.
Right.
Where you have to, like, you can't just see them and then throw a Pokeball at them. You have to actually, like, do some stuff.
No.
Just try not to accidentally
kill them
or make them faint or whatever
now,
it is.
I will say that is basically how it works for all games except for one. There's one game that you don't have to fight them to catch them.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Why didn't you give me that game? Because Rhino picked this one.
Rhino picked this one and you don't have a Switch. Yeah, so it's on the Switch. It's like one of the recent games.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, but that's Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a whole nother thing. I did not. That's a lot more complicated. I did not want to throw out that much information out.
Okay, never mind. Leave me with the yellow. We're good. I'm perfectly happy here.
So, but okay. Well, now that we've checked your progress, is there anything else that you want to share that you've learned before we do your punishment?
Oh no. Luke is not Luke. Sorry.
One of the main characters' name is canonically Lucas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's not this generation. So
no, I was thinking Blue. The ooh, I guess, got me. He's a twerp.
Yes.
You meet him and he's like, you suck. I'm gonna beat you. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and then I played him and I was like, this was not hard.
Oh my god.
I've never played this before and I beat you twice.
He's rude.
Yeah.
He's rude. Yeah. But yes. Did you name him Blue yourself or?
It was automatically like that and I just didn't change it.
Okay. That's actually pretty cool because canonically that is his name.
Okay.
Now for Yellow, it's supposed to be Ash is the main character, like your player character. And then Gary is supposed to be his name because Pokemon Yellow follows the anime logic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Blue is canonically his name in outside of Japan.
Oh, huh. Okay.
But in Japan, his name is Green.
Oh, you did tell me this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of the original games that came out in Japan. Yeah, they were red and green. Green was really glitchy, so they decided to make a blue version that was green, but less buggy.
Okay.
And so it was red and blue that then went to other parts of the world.
Okay.
And then they added yellow. So, yeah, fun fact. So,
woohoo!
But okay, so here's how it's going to work during your progress checks. What we're going to do is if you have met your progress check, you're going to be rewarded with information that will definitely benefit you.
Okay.
If you have not, you're going to have to do Pokemon trivia like we're about to do.
Oh, no.
Where your results will kind of determine what Pokemon you're going to have to add to your final team.
Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay.
Basically the team that you fight the Elite Four with.
Okay.
The Elite Four and the champion. So your punishment this week is we're going to be determining what Pokemon to catch in the Safari Zone to add to your final team.
Why do I feel like you're getting a little bit of glee out of this and you're like,
oh my gosh.
Scheming.
You have no idea. So, all right,
no.
Hold on. I'm going to see if I can record this. Yes, I can. Ha ha ha.
Guys, if I fail, I'm sorry. You might enjoy it.
Oh, no. There we go. Okay. All right. So Bree, I've got the iPad set up and I've got it recording so that way we can add it to the podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
So people will see. I'm sorry that it's not very visually stimulating because I literally made it right before she got here. So
yeah, that's pretty basic.
Very basic. Very basic. But as you can see, yes, this is the punishment. Your punishment is to catch a Pokemon in the Safari Zone to add to your final end team. The team that you are going to be using to fight the Elite Four and champion with.
Okay.
Your results will vary depending on your points. And it's going to be 0 to 1, 2 to 4, 5 to 7, and 8 to 10.
So if I do well, I get to catch a better Pokemon to use?
Yes.
Okay. Yay.
Yes. So the better you do, the better the Pokemon will be.
Okay.
You may not know why.
Okay.
But
probably
it will be better. But yeah. The Safari Zone is going to be fun for you to be able to discover. That's not going to be till like Fuchsia City. So when you're trying to get the Soul Badge. So.
Okay.
But all right, we're going to move on with the first question. So 2 of the following Pokemon had a form or evolution line type change. Which one was not because of a new type introduced? New types introduced are Steel, Dark, and Fairy. Was it Rotom from Generation 4 to 5, Magnemite from Generation 1 to 2, or Blossom Generation 5 to 6? Now to also let you know, Dark and Steel were introduced in Generation 2.
Okay.
Fairy was introduced in Generation 6.
Okay, yeah.
So
I was like, I think we've had the conversation about Fairy at least, and I'd mentioned
we have. Dark before, I just forgot to add that on the slide. So, but which one do you think the answer is?
Which one was not changed because of a new type being introduced?
Correct.
So, I feel like we're going to go with Rotom because Magnemite makes me think of it was probably ground or rock or something, and then came in and maybe it ended up being steel. And then Blossom makes me think of the like Disney fairies. And so I feel like that may be changed because a fairy type was introduced. So I'm going to go with Rotom, but it's also motor backwards.
That's the point of it. Yes.
Which I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking maybe it's because Steel was introduced and they were like, but that was introduced in 2. So I'm going to stick with my answer. I'm going to go with Rotom.
You're going to go with Rotom. Final answer.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Bree, you are correct.
Yay!
It is Rotom from Generation 4 to 5. I wish I had pictures because it would really kind of help explain this.
Yeah.
But more or less. So Rotom ended up getting 5 different forms. Yeah, 5 different forms in Generation 4 in the 3rd game of it. That was Platinum.
Okay.
They were all Electric Ghost when they were first introduced.
Like Pac-Man. The ghosts that follow him around. Sorry.
Wow. No. I see the connection now. Okay. No, you're good.
My brain works in mysterious ways sometimes.
but it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. So, no. And then in Generation 5, all those forms ended up getting a type change from their ghost typing to whatever form it was. So if it was the washer, it was water, oven or stove, I don't remember what is fire, the fridge is ice, the lawnmower is grass, and then the fan is flying.
I feel like the fridge should be freezer.
It's not.
Yes, but it should be freezer if they wanted to make it ice.
No.
Because it freezes.
I see your logic. But this,
I just want to be a pain.
No.
I still stick by my statement.
Either way. So they're all appliances that have motors in them that Rotom can then go in and possess.
Okay.
So that's the point of his name. So there's also different Rotom forms, but unfortunately they're not for battle. So like in the later games, there is a Rotom cell phone. Yeah, and it basically is like just a cell phone that kind of flies around that like you can be like, oh yeah, typing on your phone while it's just floating in front of you, and it's a great way to take selfies without having to use a selfie stick or anything.
Okay, but this isn't real life, so what?
Right.
Is it just for funsies in the game?
No, I mean, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I was like, this seems like it doesn't have a point except just to be fun. So
kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. So, but okay. And to continue on, you are correct for Magnemite. If you had chosen that one, that would have only been 1 point. It does gain the steel type from generation 2 onwards, but Lawson would have gotten you 0 because it does not get the fairy type. So it stays a pure grass ever since it was introduced.
Okay.
So yeah, so good job. So that's 2 points so far.
Woohoo! I don't get the worst option.
Be glad.
Oh, yay.
All right, next question. Generation 1 through 3, attacks were determined physical or special by their type. Which of the following attacks changed between them twice throughout the generations? Was it Bite, Sand Attack, or Shadow Ball?
Changed between their physical and special type?
So, like, Pikachu's Thunderbolt would be special because it's an electric.
It's electric, yeah.
But Quick Attack would be physical because it's normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so physical or special? I don't. Which of the following attacks changed between them twice throughout the generations? I feel like Bite could be because it's a physical thing, but also like you can make it poison, and I know poison's a type. It's like you've been bit by a snake or something, or a spider. But the last one was A. I don't think this one's gonna be A.
You never know.
That's true. Yeah. Sand and Shadow Ball.
I know.
Let's go with Shadow Ball.
You want to go with Shadow Ball?
Yeah.
Shadow Ball's your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Should have gone with Bite.
Damn it!
So, yeah, Bite starts physical because it's a normal type attack.
Okay, yeah.
And then in Generation 2, it actually is changed to Dark, which is considered special.
Okay.
They needed some attacks that were dark, and they didn't add a lot.
Okay.
So they changed some attacks. Like, I think Gust is a normal type attack in Generation 1, but they change it to flying in Generation 2.
Okay.
So yeah, Dark was considered special. And so in Generation 4, Bite stayed Dark type. But that's when they actually did something that everyone calls the physical special split, because
it counts as both?
No.
Okay.
Depending on the move, it was considered physical or special.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, since this one is one that makes direct contact, which not all physical attacks do.
Like, I can throw a rock at you. That's a physical attack.
Exactly. No, exactly. Exactly.
I'm not actually throwing things at Brandon today, I promise.
Yet. So, yeah. So, that is why it's one of, I think, the only move to ever change from normal to special, or normal to special to physical, like, ever. So Shadow Ball actually started out as a physical attack. So
I could throw a rock at you. I could throw a Shadow Ball at you.
Well, this is something that you produce. That's what special is. That it got changed to special in Generation 4.
Okay.
But Ghost type in Gens 1 through 3 were considered physical. For some reason. I don't know why. But yeah. So
Okay.
And then Sand Attack, 0 points, because it's neither. It's a status move. So yeah.
But I picked Shadow Ball, so I got 1 point.
You do get 1 point for choosing Shadow Ball. So good job on you. All right. You ready for your next question?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. Well, let's see. Let's see what it is. All of the following added an evolution in a new generation, but which one had 2 new evolutions from 2 different
generations?
That was
supposed to say?
That was supposed to say generations. That's me. My bad. So, but your 3 choices are Rhydon, Zubat, or Porygon. They're all Gen 1 Pokemon, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should see them at some point?
At some point, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking of the video that you had on when I came in about Pokemon, and there was a Porygon 2 on there.
Yeah.
So All the following had added an evolution in a new generation. But an evolution is like they have different names, don't they? Like, is that what they evolve and they change into something higher, or am I like not the
yes and no? Yes,
like the Charizard thing.
Yes. Yes, no. Okay, so we're going to use Charizard for this example, as well as your Nidoran male.
Okay.
So Charizard starts as Charmander.
Yes.
And then goes to Charmeleon, and then to Charizard.
Okay.
So for that evolution line, they all have Char in their name. Just like your Nidoran male, it will evolve into Nidorino and then Nidoking.
Okay.
So they will all keep the Nido
part. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But Pokemon like Squirtle, which is the original water starter for Generation 1, it goes from Squirtle to Wartortle to Blastoise. There is no common like
name to that one. Yeah.
So it could go either or.
Okay. My gut is still telling me Porygon too. It may be wrong, or Porygon. So we're gonna go with that.
You're gonna go with Porygon?
Yeah.
Okay. So
please be at least 1 point.
It's actually 2.
Yay!
So how Porygon works is that in Generation 2, it does go to Porygon 2 through Trade Evolution with the upgrade item if it's holding it.
Okay.
And then in Generation 4, it's another Trade Evolution with a hold item called the Dubious Disc.
How dubious.
It's basically like a virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that is dubious.
Yeah. And then it goes to a Pokemon called Porygon Z.
Okay.
So, but yeah, 2 points for that one.
Woohoo!
If you had chosen Rhydon, you would have gotten 1 point because in Generation 4, same thing, Trade Evolution, it needs the item Protector while it's being traded to evolve to a Pokemon called Rhyperior.
Is that because it's superior?
It's that's supposed to be like the purpose of the name. Yes. No, you caught on to that one.
Yeah.
Now, if you had chosen Zubat, this is the technicality one that I was kind of telling you about earlier, because Zubat evolves into Golbat first.
Okay.
And Golbat is the one that evolves into a new Pokemon in Generation 2 by friendship into Crobat. So because Zubat evolves into Golbat, that's why it's 0 points.
Okay. Yeah.
So
not directly to Crobat.
Exactly.
Which so I'm looking at it and I'm hearing the name and I'm thinking crowbar or baseball bat. And I'm like, God. why is my brain so violent today?
Right? Oh my God.
I'm gonna throw rocks and hit things with a crowbar.
So mean. So mean.
Did you see my crowbars on my gingerbread house? Sorry, diverting for a second. So
no.
Yeah, so I made a gingerbread house for work and it was supposed to be Home Alone themed. And I made little like figurines, gingerbread people. And I had Harry and Marv and I had Kevin. So I stuck Kevin inside and he's like peeking out the window. And then Harry and Marv both have crowbars in their hands. And I like glued them on with royal icing. And Harry? Yes. Harry's the shorter one.
Okay.
He has a gold tooth. So I had gold sprinkles and I gave him a gold tooth.
I didn't notice these whenever you were showing me pictures.
That's why when you were like the family and I was like, no, it's Home Alone. But I also was like, I'm going to do this. And then so while I was like preparing and making it, I was watching the movie. So I was like, ooh, details.
I don't remember much of that conversation. I remember the picture, but I don't remember. I guess I didn't look for those details.
Yeah.
So because like on the backside, it
crumbled.
Yeah, you had a bit of like a crumble, but you also
turned into a double feature.
Yeah.
Because it was movie night, and so we did Home Alone on one side and Chernobyl on the other.
That's right. That's what it was.
Thank you to my friend Taylor for throwing that word out there.
Right. Oh my goodness. I suggested like showing some of the traps, but
yeah, I couldn't bake anymore. I was tired.
I understand. I
didn't really have very much dough left either. And I wasn't going to make a whole new batch.
I know that feeling. I'm working with that right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but okay.
Moving back. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
We're back to Pokemon.
You are currently at 5 points right now.
Woohoo.
So you have jumped the first 2.
Okay. So I'm in the middle. We're good.
Yes. So you are currently in like the 2 highest ones.
Okay.
So, all right. Your next question. Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow evolves into what? Raichu, Pichu, or it can't evolve.
Oh, I know at some point he turns into Raichu. But I feel like since you start with him, he doesn't evolve. He's like following you around. And he's like your best buddy, which he smiles at my character now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but I can turn around and talk to him and say, and he's like, yay.
If you can get hearts above his head before you get to the second gym town, like there is someone that will give you a Bulbasaur.
Ooh.
Yes. But also, I will point this out. Even though he's your starter, there are other starters that can evolve. Mm-hmm. So, just letting you know.
Okay. Yes.
So, but, which is your answer choice? Raichu, Pichu, or it can't evolve?
I'm gonna go with. Oh no! I know. I had my mind set and. Now I'm doubting my mind, and I don't know.
I know that was the point.
Thank you very much. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with can't evolve.
You're going to stick with can't evolve?
I was going to change, but now I'm going to stick with can't evolve.
Okay, that could cost you.
You do this though.
Yes. Well, you already turned in an answer.
I did. So yeah, just hit the thing and show me that I suck.
Well, you're right. It's
Yay!
2 points. So Pikachu cannot evolve in Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Okay. Those are the only 2 games that it cannot evolve. Now, you would have gotten 1 point for Raichu because it can evolve by Thunderstone, but not in Pokemon Yellow. You have to trade it to get it to evolve.
Okay.
So as long as it's the original Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow, you cannot evolve it in Pokemon Yellow. But if a Pikachu is traded to you,
okay,
I believe you can evolve that one easy.
Do you see wild Pikachu?
Not in Yellow.
Okay, that's why I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah. So
sorry for the noises. I don't know what's violence and noises today. I just,
it could be worse.
Yeah,
it could be worse. At least we're getting words. At least we're getting words.
And I'm not just opening my mouth and that was difficult. Yeah. So earlier I tried to say something and it was like all the words tried to come out of my mouth at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I was like, oh wait, no. Oh no.
Oh God. Okay.
Next question.
Hold
I'm feeling
on.
okay about this.
You're feeling okay about this. Okay, I think we're on the last question. Oh my gosh.
0 points. Pichu is the baby form and evolves into Pikachu, I guess.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, it was like a really cute name, so I was like, I feel like that's not right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's the baby form. It's the baby form. So.
Okay.
All right. Last question.
Oh.
Maybe. Maybe. There we go. All right. The following Pokemon all have a baby evolution in their line, but which Gen 1 Pokemon has a trade evolution? So the Pokemon here evolve one more time, but it's by trade. Okay, that's what I'm asking for. Is it Chansey, Electabuzz, or Jinx? And these are all Pokemon that you will encounter.
As that form? As the baby form or as their actual form? Or their first one?
This form.
Okay.
This form. Because the baby forms are not in this generation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this Gen 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So, I don't know.
I know.
We'll go.
But this is your punishment.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had it for 6 weeks. It's
God, hasn't been that long.
I don't know. I just threw that out. I was probably not, but we'll go with Electabuzz.
Electabuzz. Final answer?
Yeah, I don't really have a reason, so I'm not going to talk that one out.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I didn't really give you much to go off of for this one.
Well, I saw Chansey and I was like, maybe that turns into Charmander. And no.
We also just talked about that.
I know, but we didn't talk about a baby form.
No.
Unless Charmander's the baby form, which I don't think so.
No.
So.
I will say this. All Pokemon, or not all Pokemon. So the most a Pokemon line will get is 3 stages.
Okay.
Now, some of them will branch off. Like Poliwhirl is one that branches off to Poliwrath via Water Stone, or Politoed, trade evolution holding an item.
Okay.
Yeah. So Eevee is also another one that has a branch evolution in Generation 1. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, let's see what Electabuzz gets you.
Probably nothing.
It actually gets you 2 points.
Dang!
Yeah, so good job.
I don't know how that happened.
Right? So, full explanation. So, Elekid is actually its baby. It gets it in Generation 2 because Generation 2 introduces the concept of breeding.
Okay.
So, Pokemon eggs. And then in Generation 4, it gets another evolution called Electivire that you have to use the hold item Electrizer. And then it's trade it while it's holding that. And then it evolves.
All right.
So, Chansey, if you'd chosen that, was the 1-pointer. Happiny is its baby form. And then it does evolve, but it's a friendship evolution, not a trade evolution.
Okay.
So, and it turns into a Pokemon called Blissey. So, are you reading the last one or
no? I was reading friendship.
Yes. So like how
it's
you're
missing a letter.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's missing the D.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. How did you miss that?
I think it's because I was in a hurry.
Yeah.
This was the question that I was working on like while you were here and trying to hide the iPad.
Yeah. No, I
So, okay.
I was too busy having an existential crisis over the fact that I wasted 2 Pokeballs and didn't catch one and only don't have no money just to buy anymore. Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, but I get it. I get it. So, and then of course, Jinx was our 0-pointer for this one. Smoochum is its baby that it gets in Generation 2. Happiny comes in Generation 4.
Okay.
Blissey is Generation 2. That one's a little backwards.
Yeah.
But it has no evolution.
Huh. I think we've talked about this before.
Not the Jinx one. Not Jinx.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that it's been like recorded, but I feel like we've talked about Jinx before. But I don't know.
Maybe.
I remember the name, so I was like,
So let's see. Just kind of going over your points to make sure that I actually got that right. Because you did say Shadow Ball for... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so with that gets you a total of 9 points.
Woo woo!
So, are you ready to see which Pokemon?
One I have to catch?
Yep.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, your results.
Tauros.
So yeah, so for 8 to 9 or 8 to 10 points, it is Tauros. So going down, 0 to 1 point.
I like it.
Chansey runs away very often. That is like the hardest Pokemon to catch in the Safari Zone.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 to 4 would have gotten you Kangaskhan. It's a kangaroo Pokemon that has a little baby in it. It is a powerhouse, but doesn't stay very long. So...
Okay.
Yeah. It's Safari Zone has a different like catching mechanic compared to the rest of the like overworld. So 5 to 7 points would have gotten you a Scyther. It's a strong physical attacker, but it has no bug type moves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a bug type and it doesn't have any bug type moves?
It is a bug in flying.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah. So
I don't like bugs anyway, so that's fine.
There you go. There you go. Who needs bugs? But yes, 8 to 10 points got you a Tauros, which is a Generation 1 god, quote unquote, due to its speed and attack. So good job, Miss Bree. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and turn that off. If I can get this. There we go.
I don't think I've ever done that well on any Pokemon questions. So
well, but I tried to make it to where like it wouldn't be like
ridiculously hard or just completely random.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mean, but not that mean. Go away. There we go. All right.
Okay, fine.
No, what are you doing?
He's talking to the iPad, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, I'm not being mean to Bree this time. So
yeah, just every other time.
Yeah. Sometimes you deserve it.
You're not wrong.
So, but yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this. Bree did you did very well. You got 9 out of 10 points possible. So, good job.
Very proud of myself over here.
But just know that the next time you
they're going to be harder questions.
Yes, I'm going to be mean. This was all because it was just last minute.
So, Dang. Okay.
And they may not get you a Pokemon. They may be like, oh, you have to do this with a Pokemon.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
I want to learn that stinking cut move.
Oh,
because I see a cave and I can't get to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
I will tell you that cave has a second entrance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's not the only way to get into that cave.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for
that. Is it like Chutes and Ladders where you go backwards if you go in the cave at the other end?
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. Because once you get past, I'll go ahead and let you know on this. Mm-hmm. Once you get past Mount Moon, you can't go back.
Oh.
So once you get to like the location of the second entrance, then you're going to be able to go back to Pewter City.
Oh, okay. So it's a helpful thing. It's not like a Chutes and Ladders situation.
Exactly. It's not a fast travel.
Yeah.
There is going to be a way for you to fast travel to places you've already been.
Okay.
I do have to emphasize that because there was some confusion whenever I was telling my boss because weirdly enough, he has also started a Pokemon Yellow like playthrough about the same time that we started doing this challenge.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, that's
weird. What you don't know is that he secretly listens to this and he was like, maybe.
No, he does. He kind of stopped after Eddie.
Oh. Boo.
Yeah.
Sad day.
Yeah. So, but it's all good. I'm trying to get him back on to listening. So, Justin, if you are listening to this,
please listen to us.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Yes.
You and I may not be on the same page, Justin, all the time, but we do always come to an agreement.
And we do appreciate all of our listeners. So thank you very, very much.
Yes. And speaking of that, I do have a new shout out for the Rolling Stoners that they're not always at all of our trivia games with Rhino, but they were at this last one. So a shout out to Matt, Zach, and Gracie.
Hey guys, it's good playing against y'all.
Yeah, we beat you.
I wasn't gonna rub it in, just saying.
No, it's just a friendly like competition, you know, because you never know, they may beat us one week.
That's true. One of those weeks where it's like a whole round is dedicated to something that none of us know anything about.
Or like there's a whole round dedicated to sports and Brie is not there. Oh my gosh, that has happened too many times.
Sorry.
Brie, you need to like,
I'm never allowed to miss.
I don't care if you haven't seen your boyfriend like in like over the weekend, like bring him over. Like I don't care.
It's like, okay, you're gonna go sit over there. You don't have to talk to anybody. You don't have to do anything. Just sit here. So
right? No, just tell me. I can like tell Pablo, I'll buy your drinks if you just come and play pool with Luke. You don't have to play trivia with us. Just so that way Luke doesn't have to play trivia. He can go play pool and go be dorky with Pablo. Like that's really the best way to say
and
it.
I have to stay around and play trivia just in case they ask a whole round of sports questions.
Right. Oh my God.
You know, to keep that at bay. Because I don't think that's happened while I've been there.
No. Oh my gosh. But granted, of course, every time that I've been there, there has not been a lot of video game questions.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, well, that's fun. Okay.
Yeah, because that's one thing where if I get video game questions, I'm like, sometimes I get lucky. But yeah, a lot of the times I know nothing.
I mean,
that's the other problem with like playing this is I'm like, this is, like growing up, my video games were, I think I had like a Mario Party that like I would play.
Like but on the 64 or?
On my DS.
Yeah. Okay.
And like that was fun, but most of the time like it's really just like puzzle games or like maybe like arcade games like at an arcade or something. Not the like traveling through the worlds and exploring things. I'm like, this is not my...
This is a strategy RPG.
Yeah.
Like it's a turn-based strategy RPG. So like these guys don't have drop items. In later games they do, but that's more just like it's a guaranteed drop and it's more just a range of how much they're going to drop. So, but yeah.
But yeah, as far as like my type of games, like it's Mario Party, Mario Kart, like with the mini games are just like racing, like short little things, and then puzzles.
Yeah,
like that's what I normally would do. So
and yeah, no, I mean it's still a fun game.
Yeah.
So like, but no, I get it. It's completely different than what like you grew up. This is what my parents fought me not to play. So yeah, that really stopped it. So, but ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap that up. Bree, what are our socials?
So we are on Instagram, and you can also find the recordings on YouTube and Spotify with I am off today.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah. So the our name at BBL After Trivia. Don't forget the After Trivia, because you'll get some real questionable results that won't be us.
Yes, you will be looking at other kinds of BBLs.
Yes.
So, but and then as for questions, you can always ask us questions, whether they are trivia related, questions about the show, or just a fun fact that you want to share with us. All you have to do is just email us at bblaftertrivia@gmail.com. If it's a trivia question for us, put trivia in the subject line. If it's a question for the show, put FAQ. Or if it's a fun fact you want to share, just put fun fact, and we will read it here on the show. So, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Brandon.
And I'm Bree.
And we will be back later.
See ya.
Bye.